guys, welcome. So we are starting our podcast here at Evo Gym. So the podcast name is Evo Pod, which we will upload in SoundCloud. So after this, you can listen to our podcast and everything. So and the video we will upload in YouTube so that you can enjoy the talk through video. At the same time, you can enjoy the talk through audio also in SoundCloud. So okay, we have here today Ruben, which I appoint as my new staff in my gym as a trainer. So he's very inspiring, and he just started his job as a trainer and everything. But he's very dedicated in his fitness journey. So he turned from fat to fit now, like very fit, and and the leg is like popping out already now. So
He's giving me too much credit for that.
So now we are talking about Ruben first. Okay, intro yourself, Ruben.
Okay, my name is Tarsha Ruben. Well, as you know, everyone calls me Ruben. I am 24 this year. Still studying, but yes, I got into this fitness lifestyle quite recently. It's been only 2 years, kind of like a baby in the fitness industry.
Actually not as baby lah, like okay lah, can lah.
Hopefully.
So and what course you did recently and everything? What?
Okay, I did my personal training course in Fit Malaysia. I did my 2 certificates so far, and I am going to be doing my ACE certificate soon, the ACE exam. And yes, I will be doing that soon. I'm probably in April, in end of April.
End of April lah.
Yes.
Okay, so we will talk about your background, why you want to become a trainer first. Because before we talk about more about your training as a trainer, now we talk about like why you started, like your background, like what before you come to the gym. Okay, you know, like before you come to the
Yes,
gym,
I understand.
did you start working out?
Okay, I was a very, very fat kid. I had moves.
I think we attach the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had massive moves, so my posture was bad as well because I was always trying to hide that. I was always hunched back, and I started working out at home out of shame at first in Form
Okay,
2.
what triggered you actually? Because everyone like at one point the point is like
Yes.
and then you were like emotionally attached. Okay, I want to do this. I want to do this. Like, or what made you to trigger that point?
I was in London for 2 weeks, 3 weeks actually, with my parents there to visit my aunt. And we were coming out of the subway, and there's a police lady. She says, "Hey girl, where are you? Where are your parents?" Sorry.
What the fuck?
Exactly. I was, because,
Hey, girl, where?
yes, I was 13.
Oh, okay.
It was December, somewhere around that time, November, December. And yes, I was wearing, because it was already winter season, and I was wearing this overcoat which
So you
was
don't have
extremely
beard,
thick.
beard all the time, lah.
No.
Yeah,
No.
even I don't know this story. This story actually.
Yeah. I did not have any beard. In fact, I look a lot like my mom. I have very feminine features actually when I was young. So she actually thought I was a female,
No.
which kind of triggered me because I was fat, very fat to be honest.
So
And after that, once I got back to Malaysia, I started working out. I made it a point to work out, and all I could do was push-ups, sit-ups, and I had a few dumbbells lying around at home, and I used that as for for dumbbell curls and all that stuff. At that time, I did not know any of the form or whatever it is. Even push-ups was some lame push-up.
like just do lah.
I just did. I just wanted to do. But I had no knowledge on dieting. At that period, I was just eating. And the thing at that time was, I didn't know that I had to eat less either.
Okay.
But I started eating very much lesser because everyone kept saying you have to eat less, you had to eat less. So in my mind, it doesn't matter what you eat, it just matters that you eat very much lesser.
Okay, this is the problem that most of the people are like. They're thinking like, okay, once you start your fat loss journey, and then you have to eat less. You have to eat less.
Yes.
Eat less. So what happened is like, so when they eat very less, and then they cannot perform the workout and everything, they still lose weight, but they try to very fast, and at the same time, sometimes they're like, I'm eating very less, but why I'm not losing fat? So this kind of
Exactly.
reason, they are not eating the body intake.
Yes.
Yeah, there's no protein at all.
I only ate one meal a day at that period, only lunch.
So one meal per day.
Yes.
And still people are advising that actually. You eat
Exactly.
You eat one meal per day and then enough. That's all.
Yep. At that time, I always knew I had to progress. So what I did was I kept going from certain number of push-ups. I kept going on more and more and more push-ups, sit-ups, whatever it was. And in school, I used to, there's door sills, right? I used to hold on to those door sills and do pull-ups. Pull-ups anywhere and everywhere. So it became a challenge in school. How many pull-ups can you do and all that stuff?
Between your friends and everything.
Friends, yes. And that was a period of time where arm wrestling was a big thing. So we used to do a lot of that. And there was a time where I reached hundreds of push-ups, hundreds of sit-ups, hundreds of squats. I was doing all of it, but I did not see any change in my body because I was not eating enough. But I was still fat. I was still fat. Fat at the weird places.
Yeah. So you say like you have the
Moves, yeah.
because it's
Had
like
massive love handles.
massive love and because so so once you like start your gym so you want to come to the gym so you came to your gym and everything so what made you to put in here right why you want to start gym before okay you doing this home workout and
workouts,
everything,
yeah.
but what pushed you to go for the okay let's go to the gym
Well, like every other male idiot, my friends insisted they wanted to come to the gym, and I was thinking, you know what? Okay, let's go. We all have crushes and all that stuff, and that was a time where I wanted to woo my crush, and I wanted a good body because,
you want to basically just want like
yeah,
you want to make it to fall for you like.
yes,
So
and
actually this most of the people who want to start and everything guys especially they want to like they start because of one girl or a girl that he
yeah,
likes
either in a positive or negative way.
or negative or positive way lah. So they just want to tackle her.
Yeah,
So this is like their first step and then most don't know that it cannot be your only reason for you to
yes. When I entered gym, that was my main reason.
focus yeah.
But after the months of actually working out, finally getting a proper regime and pushing myself, seeing results, that notion of wanting to woo the girl or wanting to impress a girl left. I wanted to actually better myself.
Okay, that's the point. Like, so once you enter the environment and everything, your mind will change. Already.
Yes.
Okay, you are seeing result already, and then okay, I want more.
Yes.
So you totally lost focus that okay, I want to tackle the
Yep.
girl or I want to impress the girl and everything. So you totally lose the focus there,
That-
and then you already focus on yourself. more.
Yes.
So this is what we need. You have one trigger point, and then the second one, okay, you want to impress the girl, and then the third one is like boom.
Yep.
You see the journey then.
Yes.
So that's the main thing that we really need.
And that's what actually happened because once I started working out and saw results, I wanted more. I wanted to get stronger. I mean, at that time, I didn't really care about form and all that stuff. I just wanted to get stronger. And so I lifted heavy. I lifted. And then as I went on and watched a lot of YouTube videos and a lot of advice from you, I actually realized that weights weren't all. You have to go with form as well. Not just because you want to keep away from the injuries, but also to actually focus on the right muscles.
You want to focus on the right muscle, and then you want to give the maximum
Contraction,
there.
yeah.
So you need the form. So like someone like you can go off form. Some people like will go off form.
Yes.
But it depends because are you targeting your muscle that you want? If you're not targeting what the muscle and then the volume needed for the muscle to grow, so there's no point that you're off form. Really.
Off form, yeah.
Yeah. So because you need form, you need the form. Right?
Yes.
And some more injuries. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was the basic thing in my mind, and it was a lot of. And even then, I was not really very focused on dieting because I didn't know much about it. To be honest, I didn't know anything about it. I knew I had to eat a lot more now because I'm expending a lot more energy in the gym, but I had no knowledge about calories or how to count them, how to actually track my macros, whatever. Yeah, I, of course, I ate a lot. I didn't care what I ate. Again, I ate a lot at that period, 3, 4 meals, but I ate. Every meal was a lot more than what I used to, and I gained size, but I wasn't really focused on losing my weight at first. I just wanted to see changes.
Changes. Just
Whether,
want to push
yeah,
in the gym.
yes. And that was my main focus after that, just bettering myself and to see myself change. That was like ecstasy. It was literally like ecstasy because I
So when
wanted.
the picture, you remember the picture that you used to compare your like the fat one and then this,
Yes.
I think that's like really big already, you know. So now it's like more better.
Yeah.
Better condition and everything. So the lift, okay, what? So first you came here and then the lift, you know, what hard was it for you to focus the form, and what was your initial lift? For example, that you don't do the
I don't do
yeah.
deadlifts.
So yeah, you do the rack pull.
I did rack pulls.
Rack pull, and then what's your bench when you started? What's your squat when you started, and then how it grew?
Okay, if it was before I started focusing on form, I had a lot of hyperextension in my back. I had a lot of hyperextension, especially in bench, because I didn't know proper form. So I wanted to push heavy, and even at that time, with friends' help, at that time 3 of us were coming together. They would be supporting for 30 at that period with bad form, and I mean 30 on either side, which is now I'm actually doing slightly more than that weight, but with proper form. I actually dropped the weights to a very low level, and I started back with proper form.
Yeah, that's a good one because you drop the ego there.
Yes.
That's good because most people, for the sake of the video, they want to show people that okay, I'm doing more. So they like they are not focusing on the form, and then
Yeah.
they tend to forget that are you attacking the particular muscle when you do the lift.
Yes.
So
Same thing happened to me for squats as well.
yeah.
Recently, in fact.
and the knees have become a bit more injured because
Yeah.
the position to stand is was
Yes.
different, right?
So I had
Wide
to
stand is
drop it, and I had to reassess myself, get myself back into position. It was like teaching myself how to do a proper squat again. And I definitely say it's worth it because assessing yourself is definitely important if you want to grow.
Yeah.
Whether it is in the amount that you push or whether it is in the muscle size in your body, whatever progress that you want, you have to actually assess yourself, know your starting point, and then work towards being a better you.
Yeah, so like you just want to beat yourself.
Yeah.
So that's the main rule actually. See, because like you change the goal, and then now you are like the emotional attachment is like getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yes.
Because you want to beat that. So I want to beat this body fat percentage. I want to beat this lift.
Yes.
So I want to do better form. I don't want my back to arch like really bad.
Yep.
And then you do the squat. And then
I don't want
squat
butt
your
wings.
Yeah, butt wings and everything. But you don't have the butt wings.
Now I don't. Now I don't.
Improve a lot more.
It was a lot of work actually, but it was definitely worth it. The time was definitely worth it. 2 years, and out of the 2 years that I've actually been lifting, that probably 1 year is the proper amount of time I've spent doing it right.
Yeah. So it
Dieting
takes,
and all of it, tracking my macros, my form, all of it. It's only been that 1 year. The year before that was just me coming here and banging everything.
yeah, you used to come with your friends. Right?
Yes.
So you're clearly a trainer now. Okay, now you're a trainer. And then you think why make the mindset? Okay, you want to be a trainer, so let's do a search for it and everything. What made you do that?
Okay. When I started lifting properly, I had certain amount of knowledge of what to do and how to do things. But was it enough for me to actually help others?
Obviously not. Because
Obviously not.
When you start to help others, so that's the point where you will see a lot of tough things.
Exactly.
Because you know how you're doing.
Yes.
You know what you're feeling.
Yep.
But you don't know your client is feeling the muscle or they're doing on the right form. They might, okay, for example, you are doing bench press, so you ask them to change the angle. And
Angle,
everything.
yeah.
But they might not hitting the chest, but they might hitting the front end.
Front end,
So
yes.
you never know. The only way to know is the progress and the lift and everything.
Yeah.
You have to ask them.
Ask them.
So a lot of things there. And even the squat is quite hard for some people.
Mhm.
Rows, even deadlifts and everything.
Mm.
Their stance won't be correct, and then they will ask the back very
That
bad.
is mainly because of their posture. Their normal posture itself is so bad. Just like me, when I started, my posture was very bad as well. I had to actually consciously tell myself, keep my back straight, keep my
it's
chest
like,
up.
It's like how you know everyone been through that. Actually.
Yeah.
Even myself, when I sit, so you like you will feel at one point you will like you feel tired, you feel damn lazy, and then you do like that.
Yeah.
So, but there have to be a mental trigger there. Okay, you're hunching, straight back.
Straight back.
Yeah,
Yes.
Straight back. Straight back.
Yep.
So that will help, and you need to strengthen your
Back muscle.
And then you have to release your tight. If your chest is tight, then you have to release your rotator curve and everything. So when it comes to this, lot of problem. So training clients will be damn different.
Damn different. Yes.
Yeah, damn different. And so this is what we want. Like, okay, I want to access the client and everything. So
Yeah.
you want to learn and everything.
Mhm.
Other than that, you have no reason like, okay, I want to learn more and anything, or you want to see what's really trainers work.
It's actually mainly okay. There are two reasons to why I became a trainer, why I chose to do this course. Is because because I didn't want to teach other people. I didn't want to share incorrect information or incorrect knowledge.
Without knowing.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
That is one. And another thing is to actually learn the proper basics in a very, very straightforward and a very certified manner so that I know what I'm doing for myself and
this.
for others.
Yeah.
Because when people come and ask me about calorie and how to do this form properly and all that stuff, I watch videos. Videos don't really give you much.
Even we watch videos, for example, you're doing deadlifts or rows and everything.
Yes.
And you see how they're doing, and then you do on your own if you're a beginner, and then you do on your own. There's a lot of things you have to see. Are you involving a lot of your
Low back, yeah.
And then are you at the right position? Are you pulling your bar at the right position?
Yes.
And then are you feeling the muscle at the right muscle?
Yep.
So these are the things that like is quite hard for you to see someone and then learn from someone. It's
Yep.
very different. A lot of there's more different.
And that's why I actually went to the course, because I wanted to know how to assess people and how to actually help them get a better form, to even if not a better form in workout, at least help them better their posture. Because if
Posture is very bad.
very
If the
yeah,
posture is bad, everything like it's like a chain actually.
Yeah.
So your position is like a chain. So one thing involved is that, and your whole body.
Whole
becomes,
thing goes, yes.
Yeah, the whole body. For example, if there's one type muscle there, and your whole body will change in the position to support the particular place.
Yep.
So this is the problem of the posture chain and everything. So other than that, are you having any like how to say any difficulties currently now to achieve your own goal?
Okay. Last year I had a lot of difficulties actually, because my goal was to cut until I reach a single digit body fat.
Yeah.
But I was not able to reach it because I did not have enough knowledge in one, because for myself I didn't know how to rearrange my calories, my
Where to
track,
adjust.
adjust and all that. So I kind of actually I failed. This year, with the knowledge that I gained from the course that I went to and from you and from last year's failure, I plan on making the changes this year.
You're getting 5% or 4%.
Wow, okay, that's very low. But okay, yes, sir.
You will be getting minimum 6 or 5.
Yes, I'm getting there.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
So like, okay, so this like, okay, you currently, but have you felt like the cravings and everything? Because when you used to be like normal, the food culture for yourself is normal. So the change from that food to this food, was it hard, or how you managed to
It was hard because I ate a lot of junk food, and a lot of sweet things, but I've never really had much of a sweet craving. I always had more of the spicy food, the oily food, and stuff like that. So hence why I was always fat, I suppose. But the thing is, once I started dieting, the love for food never really went. I just changed my perspective of the food.
So because many gym goers, their main target will be, okay, I want to hit the protein intake.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you are non-veg and everything, you still like you can hit.
Yeah.
You can hit from the outside. When you are not vegetarian or you have any, you can eat chicken because you got
Oh.
or very hard.
Vegans are scary,
Vegans,
bro.
Vegans quite hard lah. But it's better for them to like cook and then hit the
Yeah.
protein intake and everything. That will be quite harder to change the lifestyle. It's not the mindset actually, but I think the way you look at food.
Yes. The
way
perspective
you-
of food,
the
yeah.
perspective. And for not people who like never been to in high nutrition food, because we don't call it healthy food, we call it high nutritious
nutritious,
food.
yeah.
There's no healthy food. There's only high nutrition
Yeah.
and low nutrition food. So when it comes to like the high nutrition food, and they are afraid that mainly because of the taste.
Yes.
Mainly because of the taste.
If you can cook, you can make anything tasty. And
True.
if
And-
you make anything tasty, you also can know how to make it
Sustainable.
suitable for your calorie preferences,
Yeah,
for
that-
your calorie
That's
intakes.
why calories plays a lot of role there.
Yes.
So when you know how to track calories and everything, so you can adjust the calories. For example, you are using a lot of herbs and everything to make the food. Okay, normally the chicken curry that we use in our mom used to cook. What they use mainly, the chicken curry powder, kentang,
a lot of
herbs. So everything has calories like.
Yep.
So when they know the calories that you can segregate for the herbs and then you can segregate for the protein and everything, so you can still eat the same
Food,
chicken curry,
Yeah.
and still be on track.
Yes.
But that's when really the calories really plays important role there. That
Yep.
it is high nutritious food, at the same time you are still within the calorie
Intake.
So this is it. This is very
That's it. To be honest,
it's not hard. It's not hard. It's just that hard to
a,
track and everything.
a lot of people come and say that, oh, it's so difficult. How do you eat like this? I'm not eating alien food, bro. I'm eating the food that you're eating. It's just that I know when to put the damn fork down. I know.
That's why perspective.
Yes.
How you see the food and how you want to see in the long term, like a run and everything.
Yep.
And they say cheat meal. Can they have a cheat meal and everything? But the thing is, everything boils down to how you look at food.
Why cheat on a meal if you're eating the food that you want to eat?
So it's not like really particular cheat meal. It's just something that you're craving for.
Yeah, because everyone has this perspective that I have to eat very clean throughout the whole time, and then that one day,
And then you want to back food.
what's the point?
Because still and the end goal and
Yeah.
how you want to see your long term goal and then your short term goal, and so you have to combine it, and then you see how your progress and everything. You want, for example, a normal male will want to increase their muscle mass. They are very skinny fat, and then they ask, do I have to be in calorie deficit or calorie surplus? Just go and lift and then hit your protein
Yeah.
intake. Simple.
Yes.
Hit your protein intake, go and lift, focus on being stagnant.
You don't really have to think about where to start. Just start where you damn are.
So that a lot of this misconception.
Yes.
The problem is they want to do very perfectly, but they never start.
Yeah.
You can never start to be want to start very perfect. It's quite hard. You just
I
have to
have no
start.
idea why a lot of people are shy to come into the gym. It's like a lot of them, they don't come into the gym because they have this idea that everyone is looking at you and stuff. Why the hell do you have to care? You start lifting. You're in here to actually better yourself, achieve your goals, achieve a proper, healthy lifestyle, be fit. Why? I mean, most of the time, if any bodybuilder in the gym, a proper bodybuilder looks at you, he's probably going to be seeing how you progress.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's
if,
all.
If there's a bodybuilder and you're just a beginner, there's 99% of the bodybuilders who will see you and then, wow, this guy is starting.
And
Yeah, it's very impressive.
the worst thing they can do, right, is assess from far. They will assess your posture, your form,
Yeah.
and
They will-
if you look approachable, they are probably going to come and help you.
Yeah, that's the worst case that's going to happen.
Yeah, exactly.
That's going to happen because a lot of people and they think like people judge.
Mm.
And people who come to gym really, if they want to improve themselves, they won't judge you.
Yes, exactly.
That's basic thing. If someone judge you from the gym and everything, just isolate yourself from.
Yeah.
Simple. It's not that hard actually. Just come into the gym and then you train. And if anybody talks bad about you or come, no, I don't think so directly.
And,
then
yeah.
come and say, you're fat. Why are you coming to the gym?
Exactly.
No one will tell.
Bro, I started fat. If I was here and I really cared about what people say, right?
Yeah, you
I
comment.
wouldn't have. Yeah, I was taking off my shit a lot of time when I was fat with all my fat jiggling everywhere. So you can't really. If anyone judges you, so you can't blame them. You're actually fat.
Yeah.
So
just improve.
improve.
So just improve and then show in front of them that you can do
Better. So much better.
When you do that, they will shut up automatically.
Exactly.
So they won't be saying, "Oh, you become fit, huh?" That's the best thing. Oh, you're fit.
Exactly.
So it's like you're slapping the face indirectly actually. So that's the thing you're going to do.
Yeah.
So it's not like that hard actually, but the first step that you're going to do, and then the first leap that you're going to do. So that's where you think it's hard. But
Yeah.
once you start it, you're going to love it.
I'm like, there are a lot of people, even here, I'm thinking, I hope not, but even here, they come in and then they're like, for the first 2 or 3 days, they are very consistent, and then they go missing.
And so, yeah, that's quite hard.
That, I have no idea, at least for a month,
You see,
at least
yeah,
a difference, you want to see the difference.
Another thing, they start very aggressively. They start very aggressive, and then they know what to do. They'll give up very fast because they're working. For example, a male 9 to 6 or
Yeah.
9 to 5 they're working, and then they finishing work, and then they come to the gym and 7, 8, 12, and then they're hitting the gym every day. For example, 6 days per week, and then they take 1 day off. You see how they will feel during the work the next day. So this is like they have to see the lifestyle also.
Yeah.
You are not someone who's doing this full time. So you are someone you want to improve yourself, your lifestyle and everything.
Start with 3 days.
Yeah,
Why go
3 days.
so...
So 3 days is very easy, simple.
Yeah.
Monday, Wednesday,
Friday.
Simple.
It,
It's not that hard.
to start is actually quite simple, but to continue, to actually want to look better, to feel better, to live better is much harder. To stay consistent is much harder. And when there are so many people actually doing it, why are you finding it so difficult? Why are you finding it so such a burden when it's your life that you want to actually change?
Yeah, true. Because we all have two arms and 2 legs, 2 eyes.
Exactly.
Yes, everyone is the same.
Unless you are, I am sorry, unless you're quadriplegic or whatever, we are not talking about you. But even then, there are so many quadriplegic people who do work out and look so much better than me, in fact.
True.
You-
There's another guy who went viral with one
Yeah.
leg. You know what? With one leg.
Yeah.
And then damn feet and everything. It's a
The
stand-up
guy,
comedy,
the guy with no legs, bro. The guy with no legs, he's having that, I forgot what you call that. But he's actually an athlete who's running.
Yeah, see?
And he looks so much more muscular on the upper body. I'm like, what is your problem?
It's the mindset. So you want to improve. So when you come to the gym, when you go to the gym and everything, the only mindset for me, if you ask me, never compare yourself with others. This is the mistake that everyone does. Like, okay, why is he fit, or why am I fit? Why I'm not fit? Why I'm not lifting heavy enough compared to he might be lifting for 5 years. You just started 1 year. So and then your genetic is different, and then his genetic is different, and then why you want to do that? So never compare, and then you just focus on yourself. You will feel much more better.
Okay,
than
that's where I beg to differ. you do compare. You should compare, but not with anybody else. You look at a mirror and then you see, okay, you were fat before. You were fucking fat before. Now, try to make a change.
Yeah, simple.
Lose that extra inches on your waist, bro.
That's what a lot of people say. Your own opponent is what is fun to you. So that's your main opponent actually. So you just have to push yourself so that you beat yourself. That's all. So okay, I think yeah, that's all for the podcast.
Yep,
But we talk a lot actually.
Yeah.
From your fitness perspective and perception, and then how you started and everything, what triggered you and everything, which has been a really good podcast for the first podcast.
Yes.
Yeah, I started podcast, but wasn't really consistent.
Consistent,
After this, we talk more. So
Definitely.
we have our clients, we have our gym members and everyone, and then a lot of people are going to come in and then talk. So I think do subscribe to the YouTube channel, and then do subscribe to the SoundCloud, and do listen. And
Do
then,
watch.
Yeah, do watch.
Do watch. You would actually, if you were starting around,
Yeah,
please do start.
just that.
Just start.
That's all.
And hopefully you learned something from whatever we had to say.
I think we talked a lot actually, and good stuff. Okay, see you guys, and don't